Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime. It's your girl
Yuka.
A big boy Sammer here, bringing you another episode of I'm Standing on a Million Lives. You know what it is. Let's get right into it.
So this was the first part of the two teams splitting up, and we got to follow Yotsuya's team on their quest to basically save the three heretics. Here we actually saw that Yuka does know how to shut her lips, because most of the things that she had to say, she made sure she said it in her head and she didn't actually say it out loud. So I guess there's progress, but I'm still not feeling her.
Yeah, Yuka is still definitely a toad to me, like a terrible person. And I really don't like the way that she, for no reason, doesn't like the guy who saved her from getting her naked body exposed on social media, the guy who saved her countless times, the one who's made sure that she can actually do some stuff in this world. I don't get where the animosity is coming from. I don't get where her bad attitude is coming from. And like Ruka said last episode, if they don't hurry up and tell me and quickly sort this out, she's gonna be dead to me forever. That is just how I feel.
Personally, I think I'm too far gone at this point. I don't really see me ever liking her. She's just too nasty for no reason. It's just animosity. Just like you said, she's just mad at him for no reason and she just keeps going at it. However, this episode was really discussing total morality.
Yeah, what would you do to save yourself and your people over other people? How can you be upset to kill one person to stop a war? It makes no sense. Of course you have to kill that person. You don't want the war. Hundreds of thousands of people are going to die. And one person has to be burnt to a crisp to avert that. Obviously that burnt person needs to occur. Am I wrong here?
No, you're not. And this is actually why this is not an anime, but it doesn't matter. If you haven't watched it, you should. The Good Place. This dealt with things like this in a really easy to understand manner, and it took different routes, different ethical standpoints, and explored them. Because the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter whether you're going to sit here and tell me that, oh, you shouldn't kill one person to stop a war, because if that was visited to your house, to your doorstep, and someone came and killed your child or friend or killed your sibling, you would want justice.
Rage, rage, rage. I'm going scorched earth on that person, fam. Are you mad?
Whether you would decide that you think that they should also be killed, whether you would decide that you want them to go to jail, you want them to suffer in some kind of way. So there's no point sitting here and pretending that we're in a fairy tale land where people do bad things and no one really feels anything about it. Because it's a no-brainer. One person dies to save the many people. Now, the only way that's going to change is if that one person who we're talking about killing is someone you love.
Yeah, but then I'm just saying, objectively, if that one person is someone you love, and the other people making the decisions know that, you gotta go too. I'm just saying, got a job to do. You're standing in the way. I'm going through you then, fam.
Now, this kind of concept is worrying me in terms of this anime, because I don't know where their opinion stands on this, because this could go a couple of different ways. For some reason, Yuka, of all people, is the person on the side of
objective morality.
Right. Why would she? I don't know how she became the spokesperson.
But it makes sense that Yuka is that person, though. It makes sense. Okay, put it this way, yeah? The whole episode she was talking about, is this a virtual reality? If you had your first kiss in this game, doesn't matter. And then obviously standing on the side of relative morality, which is where I stand, by the way. I make no qualms about it. I'm all about that relative morality. Yotsuya is saying, well, it's an abstract concept. So if I feel it here, I felt it everywhere. It doesn't matter where I feel it, it's felt. So it's a case where the two horns of objective and relative morality are butting heads the whole episode, and we knew where she stood because this dumb girl couldn't shut her mouth a few episodes ago and caused this whole issue in the first place. If not for her actions, no one would have had to die in this situation. But because of her, that guy had to be burnt to a crisp. I'm okay with that, to be fair, but still, it's your fault, Yukes.
That doesn't explain why she's the spokesperson, because yes, the last couple of episodes she has been having that standpoint. However, how comes that standpoint didn't come into her thoughts when she was outing her supposed friend and saying how she's basically a How did she not have all her morality at that point? How did she decide to throw Yotsuya under the bus and call him a pervert to save herself and make sure that he was a common enemy between her and her friends? I can't see how we've jumped here.
Look, I grew up in a black household, innit? And what they said, well, what my mother used to say is, if you can lie, you can steal.
If you can steal, you can kill.
And in my head, I was always like, how do you go from lying to killing?
I know, it's such a crazy jump.
But again, that's what's going on here. You're basically putting on Yuka the fact that she needs to be objectively moral in every single setting. And that's just not on for anyone. No one's conservative all the time or liberal all the time. No one's nice all the time or sad all the time. There's balances and flavors. And she's just got the flavor, which is a bad taste in your mouth.
No.
That she, when it comes down to serious stuff, she always wants to F it up.
No, I don't accept that, because if you're going to be on the standpoint of absolute morality, then you should also carry that on through into your life. Like I said, it's unrealistic and unobtainable, but if she's going to sit here and ship it, then I want to see her actually doing it, but she's not. She's only criticizing it when it's somebody else that's in the seat of doing. However, she went along with his whole plan. This is what I'm saying. She just talks. All she does is talk, but she doesn't back it up with anything of any substance, because everything that she does is the opposite to what she's saying. It's almost like she wants to say the right words so that she seems like she's the good person, and then she can offload all of the gray areas onto someone else so that she can still say, I'm pure, you're the one. What an evil face. Could you really do that? But she was there helping every step of the way.
Yeah, to be honest, Yuka's got I think she's a bit dissociative with the whole universal virtual world or whatever at the moment. So she hasn't made it real yet to herself, even though it's real or not. As you said, there's no consistency, but for me, I just chalk it up to humanity, and you're chalking it up to, well, I'm not giving you that courtesy. So I guess we got to disagree on this one.
Yeah, I guess we do. She can do no wrong, but everybody else can do wrong.
Agreed. I also like in this anime, as a side note, how Yotsuya has not become one of those anime characters that is all about helping the women no matter how badly they treat him or whatever. He's a down guy. If you treat him bad, he just doesn't care about you, fam. He's only keeping her around or alive because his life is linked into her. The moment that's not the case, she's on her own, I think.
I don't think that he would do that because he cares about the other people's feelings as well. So he would keep her around because Yuka is liked by the other two girls. But I also want to know what Captain Cabell is doing. I want to know what the other side of the plan was, because of course their plan was to force those soldiers to send a message basically exonerating them and allowing them to do everything that they want to do without getting caught up into this war and without dragging Captain Cabell's whole country into a war that they most likely won't win.
I think I know what she's doing.
Go on.
I think her job is to spy on the rest of the guys who didn't get burnt to a crisp, to make sure that they send a message over to the kingdom or whatever. And as soon as that happens, she goes and slicey dicey. She gonna go slice them up.
I feel like if they do that, she should not slice them up. She should make sure that it's some kind of animal attack so that they can have plausible deniability, because at the end of the day, even if the note does get sent and then they end up getting killed by a sword, it's gonna look bad no matter what.
Yep.
So it needs to be an animal, it needs to be something like that. So maybe she could lead them into a trap.
Maybe, but I don't know. She does like that sword a bit. I'm just saying. Her whole thing is slicing people up. She's ready. And plus, did you see that determination in her eyes when she clenched her fist? Bruv, them guys aren't living past today, bro.
Hopefully in the next episode we do see the other team and what they're getting up to, and hopefully they do find the cargo, because they have also come to the conclusion that we came to, that the human beings were not the cargo and they need to go ahead and find something else.
Ruka, on a level, I know you want to bring me in on this one, but I didn't even think of that. You did. That was all you. So well done for that, though, to be fair. Ruka was right. So I want to talk about Yotsuya's plan. He was willing to sacrifice experience. Doesn't that sound mad to you? Like, look, I play a game called ESO, and sometimes I'll get killed so that I can revive somewhere closer to the place I need to get to, and I lose a bit of durability in my weapons and so on and so forth. My guy lost experience.
He went 2 ranks down this time.
2 ranks down in order to make sure that people were saved and his friends were okay. I know I've been blowing this guy's trumpet since we started, but my guy, he is my guy. This is the kind of guy you want on your team, because he's already got all the powers there is. Ranking down doesn't benefit anyone unless it's for a purpose. And he made that clear-cut decision. And he said it's because he's a gamer. He knows. Boom.
I want to know more about the ranking down system. So how does it work? Because obviously once you get to level 10 in something, you can then get another ability and then you start ranking that up as well. So did he rank down in his creature wizard, since that was the latest thing that he took on? How does it work with the rank down? Does everything rank down? Because we only saw one thing that was ranked and it said he went from level 9 to level 7.
Yeah.
So how does the ranking down actually affect him? Because that, you know, that will give us a bit more information.
Yeah. I also feel like he's gonna understand what the consequences of ranking down is and come to the realization whether it was good or not for the party for him to rank down.
All he needs is some goblins, and because the goblins are always in a pack, I don't know, what do you call a group of goblin?
Hordes. Goblin hordes?
Okay, they're in a horde, and so it's easy to get the ranks back up, I think, you know, like, whatever, it is what it is. So guys, as usual, get down in the comments, let us know what you think, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.